morning. Welcome to Tribune News on Q, your go-to morning news source, only here at the Daily Tribune. We're live on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Daily Tribune PH on YouTube, and the Daily Tribune official on TikTok. For today's headlines. Former DPWH Secretary Manuel Bonoan testified that all senators received at least 500 million pesos each in 2025 leadership fund allocations, while committee chairpersons could get up to 1 billion pesos. COA Auditor Silene May Del Campo told the Senate Impeachment Court that the 73.3 million pesos in disallowed confidential fund transactions involving Vice President Sara Duterte have not yet become final and remain appealable. The Question EDSA Rehabilitation Project has a separate 1.18 billion peso maintenance contract awarded to Redicon on top of its 4 billion plus peso rehabilitation contract for the Orense to Monumento stretch. The NBI denied leaking CCTV footage to the alleged plot to frame Executive Secretary Ralph Recto, saying it will authenticate the footage to determine whether it matches evidence in its possession. The moon passed between the Earth and the Sun on August 12th, producing a total solar eclipse, visible across parts of the Northern Hemisphere, with totality crossing Greenland, Iceland, northern Russia, Spain, and a small part of Portugal. The Philippines has opened New Zealand as a new market for local cacao after shipping 6,000 kilograms of fermented beans from Capalong, Davao del Norte, nearly matching the country's total cacao exports in 2025. DO of EXO is bringing his 2026-2027 Day Off Solo Concert Tour to Manila on January 23, 2027 at the Smart Araneta Coliseum, with ticket details soon to be announced. Gilas Pilipinas Youth opens FIBA U18 Asia Cup campaign against Chinese Taipei on Thursday, with the Philippines eyeing a top 4 finish and a spot in the 2027 FIBA U19 World Cup. Today is the 13th of August, 2026, Thursday, and I'm Eliana Lacap bringing you today's top stories. Let's kick things off with today's weather. Expect more rain over parts of Luzon as the southwest monsoon or the habagat persists. Zambales and Bataan will have occasional rains. Meanwhile, Metro Manila, Ilocos Region, Cagayan Valley, Calabarzon, Mimaropa, and parts of Central Luzon and Bicol will see scattered rains and thunderstorms. The rest of Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao will have partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated rain showers or thunderstorms. Meanwhile, Tropical Storm Nangka remains outside the Philippine area of responsibility and is moving northeastward. Now for a traffic update. Light traffic is reported at Balintawak Toll Plaza, Mindanao Toll Plaza, Bukawi Toll Plaza, and San Fernando northbound and southbound lanes. All other areas of NLEX, SATX, and NLEX connector, including toll plazas and interchanges, are also experiencing light traffic. Now let's move on to this morning's headlines. Former Public Works Secretary Manuel Bonoan testified before the Sandigan Bayan that all senators received leadership fund insertions in the 2025 national budget, with each getting at least 500 million pesos and committee chairpersons up to 1 billion pesos. Bonoan said the arrangement emerged during the 2024 budget discussions after DPWH suffered cuts to its core programs. He said senators' priority projects were coursed through DPWH officials, with project lists submitted for lawmakers including Ramon Bong Revilla, Bongo, Jingoy Estrada, and Robin Padilla. He also linked a 92.8 million peso alleged ghost flood control project to Revilla. Senate President Miguel Zubiri denied question request or handling lawmakers' project lists. A commission on audit auditor told the Senate impeachment court that the 73.287 million peso disallowance against Vice President Sara Duterte and two OVP officials is not yet final and executory. COA Auditor Silene May del Campos said the respondents still have legal remedies to contest the disallowance, which covers confidential fund transactions made over 11 days in December of 2022. She confirmed the OVP has not received a notice of finality of decision, stressing that a notice of disallowance does not automatically make the ruling final. Defense lawyer Christine Ferrer questioned why no notice of suspension was issued first, but Del Campo said COA may issue a disallowance once an expenditure is deemed irregular. Now, Redicon Trading and Construction secured a 1.183 billion peso DPWH contract for preventive maintenance of primary roads along EDSA, separate from its 4 billion plus peso contract for the Orense to Monumento rehabilitation. The project was originally specified to use stone mastic asphalt and a durable material designed to resist rotting and water damage. The development comes after the potholes emerged along the newly rehabilitated EDSA busway following heavy rains. DPWH Secretary Vince Deason said the Redicon will shoulder the repairs, as President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. ordered the damaged section fixed. Meanwhile, Senate Blue Ribbon Committee Chair Erwin Tulfo said the panel will investigate substandard infrastructure projects, including the recent collapse of an EDSA Ayala retaining wall. Now, the National Bureau of Investigation denied leaking CCTV footage linked to an alleged plot to frame Executive Secretary Ralph Recto. NBI Director Melvin Matibag said the Bureau categorically denied releasing the video and will coordinate with the source to determine if it matches footage in NBI custody. He said the NBI is barred from releasing evidence during an active investigation under DOJ Memorandum Circular No. 48. Matibag added that the footage must undergo verification and authentication before its evidentiary value can be established. The statement followed lawyer Mark Tolentino's questions on why the media obtained the footage while the defense did not. The NBA continues to investigate the alleged plot, which implicates former Negros Oriental Representative Jacinto Paras. Now, the moon passed directly between Earth and the Sun, creating a total solar eclipse, visible across parts of the Northern Hemisphere on Wednesday, August 13th, Philippine time. According to NASA, totality was visible along a path stretching across Greenland, Iceland, northern Russia, and the Atlantic Ocean, Spain, and parts of Portugal. Partial phases were seen in Alaska, northern Canada, the northern United States, Europe, and parts of Africa. NASA reminded viewers to use certified eclipse glasses when viewing the eclipse directly, and warned against using them with telescopes, binoculars, or cameras unless those devices have proper solar filters. Now, 6,000-kilogram shipment of fermented Philippine cacao beans could open New Zealand as a new market for local growers. Sourced from Capalong, Davao del Norte, the shipment was dispatched by the Department of Agriculture on July 13th and is expected to reach the port of Littleton by mid-August. The shipment is nearly equivalent to the Philippines' total cacao exports of 6,232 metric tons in 2025. Agriculture Secretary Francisco Chu Laurel Jr. said expanding export markets could boost farmers' incomes and generate foreign exchange. The cacao underwent inspection and 5 days of fumigation to meet New Zealand's import requirements. Now, Filipino XOLs have another day to mark on their calendars, as DO of EXO brings its 2026 to 2027 day of concert tour to Manila. The South Korean singer and actor will perform at the Smart Araneta Coliseum on January 23, 2027. Manila is part of the tour's 10th city Asian leg, which kicks off in Seoul this October, with stops in Macau, Bangkok, Jakarta, Kaohsiung, Singapore, Hong Kong, Tokyo, and Taipei. The concert marks Dio's return to Manila as a solo artist. Ticket prices and seat plans have yet to be announced, with fans advised to wait updates from Wilbros Live. Now, Gilas Pilipinas Youth begins its FIBA U18 Asia Cup campaign against Chinese Taipei on Thursday at the Veer Savarkar Indoor Stadium in India. Tip-off is at 4 p.m. Manila time, with the Philippines targeting a top 4 finish to secure a spot in the 2027 FIBA U19 Basketball World Cup. Gilas Youth is in Group A with defending champion Australia and Thailand. The top team advances to the quarterfinals with the second and third place teams enter qualification games. Led by UAE pick champion coach Juno Sauler, the squad aims to improve on its 10th place finish in 2024. Shog Morales leads the team alongside Ethan Aguas, Andrew Chio, Pat Pasinos, and Bruce Tuwamwa. Now a quick look at today's horoscope. Today brings promising opportunities, Aquarius. You may feel motivated to plan an outing with your partner, while your health and finances are also showing signs of improvement. Career prospects look favorable, especially if you've been waiting for the right opportunity to come your way. Young ones may benefit from taking on new challenges and making their parents proud. Overall, the day brings positive energy for both health and wealth, so make the most of this favorable period. Now, Tribune, did you know that on August 13, 1898, American forces captured Manila from Spain in what became known as the Mock Battle of Manila, ending more than 300 years of Spanish rule? The battle was secretly arranged between American and Spanish commanders. Spain sought to surrender while preserving its military honor. Meanwhile, the Americans aimed to prevent Emilio Aguinaldo's Filipino Revolutionary Forces from taking the capital. After a brief bombardment and assault, Spanish forces surrendered, and the American flag was raised over Fort Santiago. Filipino forces who had helped surround Manila were excluded from the surrender, fueling resentment and distrust towards the United States. The occupation marked not only the end of the Spanish rule, but the beginning of American colonial rule and the tensions that would lead to the Philippine-American War in 1899. Now, this morning's viral puts a funny twist on those NDRRMC weather warnings we've all been getting lately. But have you ever wondered what if the NDRRMC were actually a person, or better yet, your boyfriend? The Instagram video has garnered 221,000 views, with netizens laughing at the idea, leaving comments like NDRRMC as a yearning hopeless romantic and babaero po yan, lahat tayo sinisendan yan, among other hilarious reactions. Curious what an NDRRMC boyfriend would be like? Let's watch this.
Okay ka lang ba? May rainfall dyan. Orange rainfall warning. Baby, please. Tell me you're safe, okay? As soon as you can, call me. Baby, I can't lose you like this. I love you so much.
And that's all for now, mga katribo. Join us again at 1 o'clock p.m. for more updates. This has been Eliana Lacap for Tribune News on Q.